Hello everyone, this is Magnetar Prime with another Transformers video review. And here I have the Transformers Generation figure Sky Shadow, also known as Black Shadow. This figure is a homage to the Generation 1 Transformers Victory character Black Shadow. In the Transformers Generation 1 Victory series, Black Shadow is a crossformer. In case you don't know what a crossformer is, well, the crossformers are a Decepticon subgroup from the Victory portion of the Transformers Generation 1 series. The crossformers are pretty much mercenaries and work for money. Now let's take a look at the card, and right here it is, and it has a nice picture of this figure in his robot mode and in his vehicle mode. As we can see, the vials for this figure is alright, I like it. Now the tech specs for this figure reads as Strength 6, Intelligence 9, Speed 9, Endurance 6, Rank 5, Courage 8, Fire Blast 8, and Skill 9. Which is it's really cool. I'm gonna set this aside. In Japanese, Black Shadow's function reads Space Gangster. The common misconception that he is a member of the Space Mafia is due to a mistranslation some years ago in which gangster was interpreted as mafia. Well, there is a big difference right there, and I hope that this information is somehow useful to you. In the Transformers Victory series, Black Shadow was hired by Hellbat to help him take all the energon of the planet Micro, until the Governor Ricker called in the Autobot commander Starsaber. And the funny part is that once Black Shadow sees Starsaber, he pretty much tells Hellbat that he would need to triple his pay for him to fight Starsaber. Like I said, this guy is all about the money. Sky Shadow is part of the final Transformers Generation wave released back in 2011 alongside John Hip. This figure was originally leaked via Thunderwing's instruction, as they initially depicted him with Sky Shadow's head and chest. They later changed Thunderwing instructions where it shows his own head, but it kept Sky Shadow's chest unchanged anyway. This figure was also retooled into the Transformer exclusive figure Metal Hawk. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this figure closer to the camera because I wanna show you all of the details of this figure. And like I said, this is a retool or a repaint of the Transformers Generation figure Thunderwing. The only thing they did is that they changed the head sculpt and the chest plate. Now the chest plate looks very nice. It has a lot of details sculpted right into it, and it has a small Decepticon insignia right here, which looks fantastic. Now all of the details applied to this figure are very nice. I don't know if you can see all of these sculpted right on the chest plate, and it looks like a robotic hose and stuff. And this figure is very nice. I really like it. Now the head sculpt, they definitely did a great job because it definitely resembles the character of the Generation 1 series Black Shadow. Now this is what it looks like from the backside view, and this section right here is the cockpit when he's transforming to his jet mode. This section can be actually detached and becomes a little drone. Unfortunately though, this drone does not transform into a robot like the Generation 1 figure did. Now I want to show you his weapons. These two blasters right here, they're also very nice. As you can see, it's a light gray color, and the missile is like a translucent, or not translucent, but somehow clear plastic, clear red plastic. Now these guns comes with two little missiles on the side, which is a very nice feature. Also they come with two little pegs here, which I'm gonna show you what is this for in a little bit. Now these guns can be stored right here in the back of his wings if you want. Let me show you real quick. And this is what he looks like with the guns attached to the back, or to his back, and it looks really nice. Now you can display this figure with the wings open like this, or if you want you can close the wings just like so. And this is actually the way that he comes displayed into or in the cart of this figure. Now I'm gonna move these weapons aside, and I'm gonna show you one of the gimmicks of this figure is that these two weapons, like I mentioned before, they both have these little pegs right here, as you can see, and they both have these little holes in here. So we can actually attach these two weapons and they can become a larger blaster for this figure, which is a very nice option, you know. Remember, this guy is a space gangster, so he needs to be prepared for anything that comes his way. And there he goes. I really like this option, and this weapon looks really nice. It is a larger weapon now. I'm gonna take this gun apart. I'm gonna set it right here, and I want to show you the articulation for this figure. The articulation in this figure is really good. Let's start with the head sculpt. You can rotate 360 degrees. His arms can move up and down. The only issue is that this section right here is gonna limit some of the movement right here for his arm, but that doesn't bother me. Now he has an arm swivel right here, which can rotate, and the elbow articulation goes up to 90 degrees. His fist can also be rotated 360 degrees. Now he doesn't have any waist articulation. His legs can be moved up and down or back and forth to the sides. They do have a swivel right here, and they bend on the knee, which is it's nice. Now his feet, they can be moved just slightly up and down. So this is a very poseable figure, and he stands up really well on his own. Like, he doesn't have any issues with his back, even when he has this this part right here. Like I say, he stands up perfectly, you know. Now I'm gonna bring another Transformers figure for a size comparison. And here, for a size comparison, I have the Transformers Generations figure Thunderwing, which was released before Sky Shadow. And as you can see, these figures are absolutely the same, except for the chest plate and the head sculpt, and of course of the paint job. Now these two figures are awesome. They definitely resemble the Generation 1 characters, and they display really cool. And here, for another size comparison, I have the Transformers Generation 1 reissue figure Soundwave. And so these two look really nice, and I wish they could make this figure maybe in a Voyager size. It would have been awesome. Now I'm gonna get Soundwave out of the way. And for another size comparison, I have the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen figure Deep Desert Brawl. As you can see, these two figures are deluxe size, or the deluxe class, and they're all just about the same size. Now I'm gonna get Deep Desert Brawl out of the way. And here, for another size comparison, I have Sky Shadow next to one of the Seekers, and this time is Thirst. They're just about the same size, as you can see. Let me put them back to back. Yeah, they're pretty much just about the same size. And they're both from the same Transformers line, which is Transformers Generations. And this particular line, the Transformers Generations line, is one of my favorites. Now I'm gonna move this guy out of the way. And here, for a final size comparison, we have one of the latest figures released by Unique Toys, and this time is Mania King. Now these two figures are really nice. This is a third-party Transformers figure, by the way, which I already reviewed a couple of weeks ago. Now these two figures look nice displayed next to each other, and like I said before, I wish they wouldn't make this guy a Voyager sized Transformer figure, but as it is, he looks and he displays fantastic. Now I'm gonna move Mania King out of the way, and I'm gonna get Sky Shadow transformed into his jet mode. Now I'm gonna transform this figure into his jet mode. Transformation for this figure is very simple. I'm gonna extend his wings just like so, and straight down his arms. Now this section right here, I'm gonna fold it all the way up, and this I'm gonna fold it down. Now this chest section right here, I'm gonna fold it up, and this I'm gonna fold it up as well. Now we're gonna push, or we're gonna slide this section right in, all the way in. Now as you can see, there's a hole in here in his leg, and we're gonna tap it right in here, just like so. and I'm gonna push this in again. Now I'm gonna fold these wings right in, and I'm gonna push this up, and here we have jet mode for sky shadow or black shadow, which is a very nice jet mode. I really like all of the details and it's really cool. Now I'm gonna set this figure aside here for a second. His guns can be attached right over here, right on his wings. I'm gonna show you that real quick. And like I said, this figure is very nice. He has a lot of details. So this is what he looks like when he got his weapons attached to it. It's a very nice jet mode. Now these shoulder pads are now guns or mounted turrets in this jet. Which is a very nice feature, a very nice gimmick. Now this is what he looks like from the backside view. He has some landing gear right here. I'll show you. And right over here, which is really cool. And it does actually has wheels, and they do rotate, not like the Seekers. And I don't know why they couldn't do this for the Seekers. You know, the Seekers do not have any decent landing gear. They just have like a plastic that looks like a wheel, but it's alright, I guess. Now this is a very nice jet mode. I definitely like it. I like all of the colors, and the sculpt is really nice. It has nice details. Now another gimmick is that, like I mentioned before, you can separate this little piece right here, and now this can be used as a drone. It does have nice details, and it does look like a little drone. Now this one doesn't have any kind of weapons or anything, you know. That's it. This is the only gimmick. You like separate it and then you just like set it aside, I guess. Now in the Generation 1 toy, you can actually use this little drone and transform it into a little robot. Now as far as I know, when they designed this figure, they were trying to make this transform into a little transformer, into a little robot. However, they couldn't make it happen, so at the end they decided just to abort that mission and they just leave it alone as it is. Now once you detach this section, the jet mode look or design doesn't really change a lot. I mean, I guess if you always display this figure with this section right here, you will definitely notice the difference. But if you take this aside, it kind of looks like a normal jet, in my opinion. So here we have it. This is the other gimmick of this figure. Now I'm gonna bring some other Transformers figure for a size comparison in his jet mode. And here for a first size comparison, I have the Transformers Generation 2 figure Hooligan, which is a smaller Transformers figure, but it's still a very nice Transformers figure. As you can see, the size difference is very big. This is a deluxe class figure, and this is a Transformers figure from the 90s. It's one of my favorites actually. So as you can see, a big difference right there. Now I'm gonna get Hooligan out of the way. And here for another size comparison, I have Sky Shadow next to the Transformers Botcom exclusive figure Starscream. Now the size on these figures is just about the same. They are both deluxe size figures, and they're both very nice yet, in my opinion. Really like them. Now I'm gonna get Starscream out of the way. And here for another size comparison, I have the Transformers Generations figure Thirst. So you can see the size in this figure is just about the same. And the thing that I was actually talking about is that the landing gear for all of the Seekers is this right here. You already know, I'm sure, but see, this is supposed to be a wheel, which is a piece of plastic, and it doesn't do anything. However, in this figure we have a very nice landing gear. Now I'm gonna get this figure out of the way. And here for a final size comparison, I have Sky Shadow next to Thunderwing, and these two are really nice. These two figures are awesome. Again, they're both from the Transformers Generations line, and they definitely resemble their Generation 1 character Thunderwing and Black Shadow. They're really cool. These two figures are exactly the same, other than the head sculpt and the chest plate that was changed. They are the same. And now that we have seen this figure transform into his jet mode and his robot mode and all of his accessories and gimmicks, all I have to say is that this figure is very nice and it displays awesome, and it will be a great addition to your collection. And with this I conclude this video review of the Transformers Generation figure Sky Shadow, also known as Black Shadow. And if you like this Transformers video review, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Magnetar Prime, or you can visit my Facebook page, Magnetar Prime Reviews. Thank you for watching. This is Magnetar Prime. Until next time.